Singapore and the United Kingdom are strengthening cooperation in areas like technology, clean energy and defence. Priorities highlighted during a visit by UK Minister for the Indo-Pacific Seema Malhotra. In an exclusive interview with CNA's Sherlyn Seah, she says the long-standing partnership is evolving to tackle new global and regional challenges. Her trip is part of her first official tour of Southeast Asia.
All right, Minister, so your visit marks 60 years of Singapore-UK relations as well, and I understand you included some meetings with Singapore government leaders. So what are some of the key areas you've discussed and what's next in this partnership?
Look, what's really important is to be able to have a conversation about our shared priorities, our priorities around economic growth, around security and stability, and also the steps we're taking to look at the opportunities and adoption of new technologies, of artificial intelligence, but also how we're working together on tackling climate change.
Singapore and the UK's 2022 Digital Economy Agreement, the first between the UK and Asia, sets shared rules on AI, data and cybersecurity, powering new links in green finance and digital innovation. We know that bilateral trade has climbed to 23 billion pounds or 40 billion Singapore dollars. So what tangible outcomes can Singaporeans and maybe even on the UK side as well, what can people benefit from this in terms of job opportunities or new partnerships?
One example as well that I've seen on my visit here has been the partnership with Origo that's actually looking to develop the automated vehicles that will be a key part of Terminal 5 at Changi Airport.
British firm Origo and Changi Airport are testing driverless baggage vehicles for Terminal 5, a showcase of UK robotics and Singapore's Smart Nation push to build one of the world's most advanced aviation hubs.
How that has been a really important collaboration that's looking to the quality and the experience of passengers that will be coming into Changi Airport. Also the way in which we're collaborating through creating those opportunities, those jobs, and improving experience and application of technology in new and different ways. I'm really pleased that on this visit I was also able to be part of opening the UK ASEAN AI Innovation Summit. And that was an important part of increasing our collaboration with nations in ASEAN. It's recognising that the opportunities and the impacts of artificial intelligence, whether that is looking at how we deal with our security, or it is innovations that will support delivery of our public services, medical diagnostics, many other applications, that we can't make these areas of progress on our own. AI and the governance of AI also has to go across our countries and across our regions.
With competition in technology also intensifying between major powers, the UK is positioning itself as a trusted digital and security partner for ASEAN nations like Singapore.
The fact that around 40% of young Singaporeans who may study abroad are going to the UK, and we're seeing that those benefits in terms of how our research and other collaborations are having an impact in terms of seeing change and seeing opportunity. But it's also, I think, brought to life by how we're seeing our defence collaborations. The way in which we've seen recently the Carrier Strike Group coming to Singapore, recognising the strength and the long-term strength of the relationship between the UK and Indo-Pacific is part of how we really send that strong message that our security, our prosperity in Europe is very interconnected with the security and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific.
The five-power defence arrangements uniting the UK, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia and New Zealand is one of Southeast Asia's oldest defence pacts. Britain's Carrier Strike Group and ships HMS Seah and HMS Seah signal enhanced Indo-Pacific presence, underscoring its commitment to regional stability and joint ASEAN exercises. How relevant is that framework today, considering some of the geopolitical updates you've mentioned as well? And how do you see this role evolving amid tensions, globally, regionally?
Look, it's a very long-standing arrangement and a very important one as well. And I think it strikes at the heart of the sense of the strength of our relationship and of trust. And we also obviously have two of our ships here as well. That permanent presence here with Singapore and in the region is a recognition that we must work together on security, on which there are challenges that may be new challenges of the future, how we continue to see defence and security being part of our international collaboration, how we continue to see the changing nature of sometimes of warfare, but also of defence and prevention of warfare through new technologies, and how we continue to see the training of our personnel as well being a collaborative exercise too. The UK's relationship with ASEAN is, as well as being very historic and strong, is a foundation today on which the decisions we make, the way in which we're supporting ASEAN in its goals for the future. It is important whether we're looking at how we resolve conflicts around the world, or we're looking at how we build partnerships and opportunities for the next generation, stability in our nations. Those are all really important topics, I know, for ASEAN, and I'm very much looking forward to the UK continuing to play its part.